Hey, what's up, superstars? This is Mr. Jackson. I'm here to tell you about our homework project. This is our first major homework assignment, and you're going to be doing a big project, and you will have 2 weeks to complete this project. Okay. Now, I wanted to jump on and share with you how the project is going to look and what it will look like and what have you. So that you understand. And then also, if you're absent like you're on a day you're absent and you didn't get the instructions, you can just go to this video and this video will break everything that's down that I'm going to say to you. Okay, so I'm gonna put myself in a little corner here. I hope you guys can still see me. That's not it. That's not it. Where is it at? Right here. All right, you're going to be doing a create your globe project. Let me make that big so you guys can see it. Okay, it has two parts to it. Okay, the first part is students will construct a create your own project homework assignment. They will use the information learned in classroom about the 7 continents and 5 bodies of water to create their projects. Projects will be graded on the rubric provided below. Ideas for creations can be found on your history manual, page 5. And I even put a little link there, so if you're trying to figure out how to do these projects or what kind of projects you can do, I got several resources that are going to help you. But you're like, well, Mr. Jackson, what exactly? All right, well, let me just show you. You're going to be graded on creativity and design, content accuracy, which I'll explain with all that, making sure that you've identified all 7 continents and 5 bodies of water or oceans, and your neatness and organization, and your project reflects that you've actually done your research. Correct naming and spelling of each continent and ocean. And you're like, well, what is all of this? What are you saying, Mr. Jackson? Okay, so let me and then there's a part two where I'll get to part two in a second. All right, you're going to create a project. Like I've got some examples here. Y'all see the screen? I hope you guys can see that. Where you're going to create a globe. A globe. It can be a flat globe or it can be a round globe. You're a three-dimensional 3D globe. Your choice. But I want you to be creative. Like this student here used Skittles and M&Ms and matter of fact, all sorts of candy I'm looking at to create her globe. And in there, she labeled each one of them and the oceans on there. And on Africa, she did something really unique. Here she put the little outside. She put Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, but right on there she spelled on the candy Africa, South America, North America. That is being very creative. You're going to create. Now this young lady did something really cool. She found little buttons to match the different countries within the that's corkboard, by the way, in the 7 continents. And so all the places she's traveled to, she put a little flag or a little emblem there. Okay, this kid used a pumpkin to make his 7 continents and 5 bodies of water. This kid here used a poster board and some cutouts that he made himself. And everything has to be original. I want you to be as creative as possible. This guy did a half a globe, but he did the full globe. It was really weird, but interesting the way he did that. Another student here, I love the way she drew that. Very neat, very, actually, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I move my face out of the way. This was really weird. They did actually two. She did this on a poster board, but then she said, Mr. Jackson, I want to do something extra. So she did a globe inside of here, and when you turn out the lights, it was glue in the dark. This student here, like, whoa, like went really way out. They went and got a board, went to Home Depot or one of those craft stores and got boards and put the boards together and put that all on there. And that was just really unique the way they did that. Now, this same situation here, got went and did some things. Another board with some cork board on there. Just really, students just did very unique things. And as you go through, I want you to just take a look at. I have over 200 pictures here where they did round globes. It was one, oh, like this one here. I don't know what that was. It was glow in the dark, but it glue. You turn the lights out, and they did all the 7 continents and 5 bodies of water in the dark. It was this on the what I'm talking about. It's on the left side, and then on the right side, it glue in the dark. Very unique, very, very. These are all out. This is another one, glow in the dark. It was a light picture, and they just very creative. You can be creative. You can think of some ideas. Now, if you're struggling trying to figure, there goes someone took a disco light and turned it into a globe and put the 7 continents and 5 bodies of water, and they spelled it correctly. All right, you have so many options here of things. Here's that lamp. Now, how many of y'all have seen that lamp in my room? A student did one with the 7 continents and 5 bodies of water, and then she gave me the lamp, and I kept the lamp. Here's another lamp. Now you better get your mom and dad's permission. Your mom may be upset if you take her lamp. But nonetheless, you see all these great ideas, another glow in the dark. Great ideas that you can use. Examples, another beautiful glow in the dark. Someone took some sanitizer, a hand sanitizer, in a bottle and took the package and used the package to do the 7 continents and 5 bodies of water. I thought this was so cool. There's so many different things that you can do and so much creativity you can think of. I want you to take it to, oh, something's going on here, but nonetheless, you guys get the point that I'm trying to make. You have the ability to make things beautiful and make them. I know I've seen your creativity in the class so far, but that's going to be up to you to put your creativity to work. Okay, so I was showing you some sample. Let me see something. Oh, just 1 second. Oh, just 1 second. I hope that everything. Let me see. Looks like we're in good shape. It looks like we're in good shape. Okay, so now let me go back up here to your rubric or to the project instructions. All right, so that's the first part where you actually create the project itself. All right, now I have on here page. Let's go back here to this bit right here, page 5. In your history manual, it has so many different resources that you could use in your history manual that you can go in there on page 5 and it will be able to show you some examples. Like, look at all of these different things you can do, and take a look at those when you have an opportunity. You will need to look at your history manual, and they can give you some ideas. If you're like, oh, I don't know what to do, I'm having brain freeze. I get it. And then also in this down here, I also included some other ways to get ideas. You can view the 200 examples that I already have. Pinterest, Google, YouTube, National Geographic website, DIY Candy website. All of them have different project ideas you can use, and so I challenge you to go on there and use those projects. Okay, and some of the stores that you can use are like the dollar store, Walmart, Hobby Lobby. These are the dollar store. I did a lot of my projects out of the dollar store and under $5. So you can really be creative, and then look around the house. Your mom and dad probably have stuff in the garage that they've been waiting to get rid of that you can make your set a globe out of. So you have a lot of things that you can choose for. And mind you, you only have 2 weeks to do this. All right. So the next thing is you're going to as part 2, students will write a paragraph about their research on a continent. Cannot be North America. That's important. Please note you cannot do North America. Let me highlight that for you because some of you were like, I want to do mine on North America. No, because you all live here. You live here. I want to see if you know something about another continent that you have never been on, like Europe or Africa or Australia or Asia. I want you to go online and I want you to do your research there. Okay, so you choose any of the other 6, not North America. Do not do North America. And you pick up 4 items from the below to do your research on, and 1 item must be about the ocean, a ocean. So what are you talking about, Mr. Jackson? When you write your paragraph on a 3x5 index card, you're going to tell me how many countries does your continent have? What's the population of your continent? And write it in paragraph form. Do not write it in bullet form. Write it and say, I chose the continent of Africa, and in Africa they have 54 countries. I think it's 54 countries. Okay, and the population of Africa is et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, you tell me, and then you tell me, and then tell me what oceans border your continent? Is it only one ocean? And if it's two, what two oceans are there? If it's only one, what one ocean? Give me some feedback so I know that you actually researched your continent. And I put some things here, but if you see some things that you would prefer to talk about your continent, that's perfectly fine. Mr. Jackson wants to see if you actually did the research on your continent. All right. Now, once again, you cannot do North America. You must do one of the other six continents: South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. Any of those six will be fine, but not North America. Now, you also must do something. Tell me one interesting fact about an ocean, and you must tell me what ocean it is. You just can't just put, an oceans are so many miles deep. No, no, no. You need to tell me specifically what ocean are you talking about. Now, remember, there are five oceans. Now, this is the one time I will let you use the Atlantic Ocean, even though Atlantic is right next door to us. But I will let you use the Atlantic Ocean if you want to. I don't care which of the five. It can be Indian, Pacific, Southern, Atlantic, and what's the other one, guys? Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, Southern, and Arctic. I forgot about old Arctic. Arctic Ocean. Okay. So you can do any of those five, but you must tell me one important fact from this list about that ocean, but you got to tell me the ocean's name. Do not just tell me an ocean is something something. No, you tell me the Pacific Ocean is this deep. And you can, and if you want to be adventurous, the more information you give me, I love it. Is if you want to give me more than one fact or more than one thing that you research, I would love that. I would love reading about what you researched. But you put that on the 3x5 index card and attach that to the back of your project. That is due. Now, if you want, I will allow you to email me that in your project, but I prefer on a 3x5 index card. Okay. All right. And other than that, let me go back up. So you're going to be doing, your due dates. Ooh, snap, crackling, pop, pop, pop. Let me check your due dates here. Let's see what Mr. Jackson has as your due dates. Okay, your due dates. Do, 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 do. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Mr. Jackson. I just got an email about your due dates. Um, okay, you're going to be due 10/14 and 10/5. 10/14 and 10/5. All right, and now you look at the calendar and see what day you have Mr. Jackson. It'll be due October the 4th and October the 5th. That's in 2 weeks. Each night you need to spend about 15 minutes on a school night doing it. That's all I ask is 15 minutes, and that will ensure that you get your project done. If you want to spend a little extra time, that's perfectly fine by me. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm just asking a minimum of 15 minutes Monday through Friday to work on the project, and that way you ensure that you get your project complete. Okay? All right. So you can use, oh snap, look, I got the wrong thing up on the screen. You can use just by anything to create your project. If you're questioning about something and you're not for sure about something, come see Mr. Jackson. I can help you. Please do not wait to the last minute to get started because you'll be running around and you'll get very nervous about your project. So please get going with your project right away because you also you're going to have to tell me about your project when you get your project. Okay. All right. So let me recap. All right. So you're going to do a create your project, and that create your project, let me pull up, can be anything that you want it to be. Okay. It could be anything. I have 200 pictures here that you can look at and go through. These are kids who are your age who created these projects, and they're former students of mine, some of them now even high school, but they did this exact same project that you're doing now. So I want to see what your talents that you have. But the only way to make this work is that you don't wait to the very last moment. Sorry that my computer's taking so long to load them down, but nonetheless, you get the picture here. Look at those pictures and create your globe project. Must be 7 continents and 5 bodies of water or 5 oceans, and you must label them correctly with the correct spelling. I will be taking off the spelling. because you should know your 7 continents. You can Google that, what the 7 continents of 5 bodies of water are. Okay. And then also, when you are done, then you're going to write a 1 paragraph, all right, on a 3x5 index card, 1 paragraph detailing what your project is about, a continent. Now, you cannot use North America. I do not want you doing on another. I want you to do research on a continent that you don't live on, like Europe, like Asia, but not North America. You all live here. I want you to see something about Europe. I want to hear something about Africa. I want to hear something about Antarctica, somewhere that you've never been. In addition to that, then you also to write about one ocean, but you only have to provide me with one fact about an ocean. I would love it if you did more, but if you don't, you will not be taken off for doing only one fact about an ocean. Okay? Now, see, look at this kid here. This kid here put together a puzzle, and as you can see, the puzzle, she created a puzzle. It's unloading very slowly, and I do apologize about that. But she did a puzzle, and then when she did the puzzle, the next screen over, you see how that we messed up the puzzle. So, but when you get a chance, just take a look at these pictures. Hopefully, your computer's running a little faster than Mr. Jackson's, but oh well. Okay. Other than that, that's all I have. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome, awesome. I know this was a long video, but this is a big project. Okay. All right. Have a great day, and y'all take care now. Bye bye. Email me if you have any questions. That's Derrick, DERRICK, .Jackson at lcps.org.